Hey there, Capricorn. How are you doing? Happy June. I'm excited to read for you today, see what's ahead for you, and I am just going to dive right in. All right, so as usual, we'll do 2 readings for June. We're going to start with kind of the story of your month, followed by a theme and the action steps that Spirit wants you to take to make the most of it. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's ahead for you in June. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know in June 2018? June 2018. Pretty nice so far, Capricorn. June 2018. Woo! All right, and don't worry, I will pen you down in just 1 sec so you can see what I am seeing. Capricorn. Haha. Woo! There's your card. Okay. Capricorn. June 2018. Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn. June 2018. Capricorn. One more, please, for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. What are my Capricorn dominants? Beautiful way to end your reading. Okay, then. All right. Let me get everybody straight here, Cap, and just take this in for a second. Okay. Spirit is giving me the phrase, speak truth to power, Capricorn. You don't normally have much of a problem with that. You feel pretty confident in yourself. You feel pretty able to call bullshit when you need to. Seems like you might need to call a little bit of bullshit this month. I can't help feeling there's like a little bit of a sneaky energy here. And, you know, of course, Capricorn, these are general readings, so because it's not one-on-one, I'm getting like a few different interpretations of this. I'm getting a few messages from Spirit about this. I'm feeling some of you, like, you know for a fact that you are dealing with somebody close to you that has been dishonest in the past. And what they're giving me is that some of you are or you have recently been spending like a lot of energy and a lot of your thoughts on like, are they doing it again? Like, what's going on? Are they doing that thing? Like, are they being bad? Are they, you know what I mean? And for those of you that are kind of worried about some dishonesty going on around you, I have to tell you that I'm feeling it too. And if you've been here before, Capricorn, you know that this isn't like, it's not normally the kind of thing that I really harp on a lot. But that is what Spirit is coming through with loud and clear. So I just want to be honest with you. I see cards of like realization and endings and then victory. Okay. So it seems like some of you may come to realize that, look, it doesn't have to be necessarily for all of you, for example, something like a romantic partner is cheating. It can be it can be another kind of like thievery or sneakiness. Like, it feels as though like you feel manipulated in some way. One way or another, there's concern about manipulation, and I feel like I really want to tell you that your fears and your concerns are valid, and that it will really benefit you to give that some thought. Not in like a paranoid or like I don't want you to hook your worries and fears into this and be like, oh my God, someone's gonna screw me over this month. I feel like this is something you're already kind of concerned about and know about. For some of you, they're telling me even this is like your boss. Somebody who's just kind of like that sounds terrible. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like, when I said this, here's your card, the devil is Capricorn in the tarot, but I'm not feeling this is you, I'm feeling this is the situation that they want to refer to. Somebody is not acting in a fair way. Somebody is trying to keep you a little stuck. And look, can't help myself, Capricorn. I'm a Libra. I'm like, I want to be fair. But I do want to be fair and say that for some of you, I'm getting the feeling that this person is being very purposefully manipulative. And for others of you, I'm feeling like this person just doesn't know how else to get what they want. And it may not be, it's not for everybody who is the devil in your life or whatever. Because remember, again, multiple Capricorns watching this. Some of them very much are like, ha 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 ha, I'm going to say this and really fuck with their head or whatever. But some of them have just been hand-fed narcissism and manipulation, and they don't know how else to get what they want. They don't know how else to get what they want from you except to sneak around and hide things. And like, there's a real sadness about this to me that says that like they look, and they may never transmit this feeling. They may look for all the world like the most happy and content and powerful person. But at the root, this person or this institution feels very insecure and feels very like unworthy. And that's why I say it's sad, is because they feel like they have to like, haha, like I'll pull strings to get people to do what I want because I can't trust people. I feel, and Spirit give me this in the word divest. So this may even be financial for some of you, like if something you've been literally investing in, because they just said divest yourself of this person or divest yourself of this situation. And I know nothing, Capricorn. I'm sure like you guys are the CEOs of the Zodiac. I'm sure some of you know all about like divestments and how that works. That's just what Spirit gave me, and I'm just a messenger. I'm just reporting what they're saying. Divest yourself. And I'll show you why. Okay. Diatribes, many diatribes later, I'm going to show you your cards. All right, let's do it. That is not your cards. That's your cards. Sorry, Capricorn. All right, we're going to make it. We got there. Okay. So, there is a need, like I said, to speak the truth, to bring things out into the open. The Page of Swords and the Sun. And for some of you, Capricorn, and this is what, like, you might be a little annoyed because this Page of Swords might be a person going, I told you so. That's what they just said, okay? So some of you have somebody who's either chronologically younger than you or just has kind of a more brash, immature kind of voice, being like, I told you that guy was shitty. I told you that was bad news. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. And if they don't literally use the phrase, I told you so, it's just like, that's kind of the image that Spirit is giving me for some of you. And for others of you, it's about you having to say, what the fuck is going on? I feel weird, man. What are you doing? Like, I love you so much, Capricorn. I hope you know when I laugh, I'm like, it's like, I know how powerful you are. And so it's like I can see you handling this with fucking flying colors, okay? So if I laugh, it's because I trust in you to take care of business. Okay, putting an end to something. Once you bring some stuff to light, you put an end to something. The Ten of Swords is an indicator that you've had a lot of discussions and arguments and debates, and you've basically said this thing 1,000 different ways and thought about it 1,000 different times, and it's time to let it fucking go. And for some of you, Spirit is saying that this is a sword that you keep stabbing yourself with from the past. Look at what these cards have in common. Two swords still sticking points up out of the ground in the Ten of Swords, and this guy has left two swords behind him that he is still looking at. Don't stab yourself with swords from the past, words from the past, thoughts from the past. Don't chain yourself up, Capricorn. On first glance of the Devil card, it looks freaking scary for one thing, but it also looks like he has two people chained to him. But if you look closer, not only are these shackles not on these people, but the shackles are like open. pretty much it's an invitation. Why don't you just step into my trap? That'd be nice, right? Don't let the past control you. People who maybe used to manipulate you. And that is what Spirit is saying for some of you, is like, don't let the words and feelings that somebody from the past gave you continue to pull strings and make you dance. Does that make sense, Capricorn? Look within yourself. Look within yourself and take this opportunity to face whatever the devil is in your life. And the devil in Tarot, it's not Satan. As scary as he does not represent evil. Tarot is actually pre-Christian, and this devil is related to Pan, the horny little goat god, half man, half goat. You know, like if you saw the movie Hercules, his trainer was half man, half goat. He was a satyr. That's what the devil is. And the devil is about temptation, obsession, the quote-unquote dark side, in the sense of the unconscious, what we hide from ourselves. You know, if you've ever heard anybody talk about shadow work, it's about looking and actually bringing light to things that we've hidden even from ourselves. Self-defeating behaviors, addictions, obsessions, characteristics about ourselves that we don't like, and therefore we want to pretend that we don't have. Oh, I used to do that. I don't want that anymore, or whatever. The Sun is about shamelessness. The devil is about shame. When we bring light to our tender parts, things about ourselves that we don't like, or flaws, or perceived flaws so much of the time, when we allow ourselves to see ourselves, we can set ourselves free. Okay? It's kind of like in Alcoholics Anonymous, right? When they say the first step is admitting that you have a problem. Because if you never admit that you have a problem, you're going to keep hanging out doing what you do. And this is why I said I feel like those of you who have the opportunity and see this early ahead enough to avoid this calamity. The Tower. Okay, so here's my preface. The first step is admitting that you have a problem, because once you've acknowledged that you have a problem, then you're actually looking at it and you can actually make some changes, right? If you admit that you have a problem, this can be this. Well, I love this. Okay, this is what Spirit just said. There is a meteor coming on the other side of the devil, one way or another. Now, are you going to have it send everything you have crashing down to the earth and let yourself be shocked? Like, whoa, this came out of nowhere. Or did it, Capricorn? Or do you have habits or people that you've known that you need to get rid of so that this wouldn't happen? Whatever this is so many things. Okay, the Tower is something that seems to happen out of the blue. It's outside of our control, and it really throws life into disarray. It causes an upset. Something that we took for granted falls apart. And like Spirit said, on the other side of this devil, the meteor is coming either way. So you can either let it throw everything into disarray and fuck up your life and say, oh my God, I had no idea. Or you can be like, oh no, devil, like, I see you. And I'm actually allowing the meteor of your bullshit to like crash open these gates and create a path for myself to get out. Freedom. That's the word that Spirit just gave me when I'm looking at this. Freedom. This is action happening. This is invitations coming to you. So what I'm hearing for some of you, Capricorn, is that this is, again, a boss. And that when you are like, oh, no. Like, I'm not taking your shit. Or you actually just come to this person and, like they said in the beginning, speak truth to power. You might be able to reroute this meteor and create a path for yourself instead of being like, fuck this job, I quit. Or, wow, you're going to step to me like that, you're fired. Or whatever, okay? Because you've got some fucking great cards here, but you've also got a definitive, like, ending Ten of Swords, the Tower. Something is ending, and I would rather that you choose to end it. Because you're building something significant this month. Ten of Pentacles is wealth. Ten of Pentacles is like security and having enough to support your family. I'm also feeling like some of you are visiting family and being around family this month. The family unit is very important. But also, Capricorn, you want a steady foundation. You want longevity. You want to know that whatever you're building is going to go on for a long, long time. And that is why you definitely want to address the devil in your life or in yourself as soon as possible. Because the beauty of getting a reading, Capricorn, is that if you like where it's going, awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. You probably don't need to make any dramatic changes. But if you don't like where it's going and you pay attention to the advice that Spirit is giving you and use it to mitigate or change the ultimate outcome, you can totally do that. Your free will is everything. So use this information and you can come out on the other side of this meteor with more wealth, feeling victorious, and not to mention some of you just straight up leaving the drama behind. That is what the Six of Swords is all about. Sometimes this card is like a little bit like, aw, like there's a little bit of wistfulness in the Six of Swords because we are leaving something behind. But notice the choppy waves on one side of the boat, but there in the future on the other side is like these clear, glassy waters. You're leaving the drama for smoother times. And then, holy hell, the card of new blessings entering your life. It's like they said, this meteor could open the road for you, could break a dam open so that something can flow in. You have amazing potential, Capricorn. You really have wonderful cards here. I know that I spent a lot of time on the Devil and the Tower, but it's because those are such kind of crazy cards. You have what it takes, but it's like you really need to look at yourself and your life and be really honest about what you see. Even if it's, I mean, the Hermit brings the lantern to dark places. And like I said, the devil is not evil. The devil is just what's hidden in the dark. So light it up. Don't hide these things from yourself or from other people. Bring it out into the open and you can have a breakthrough instead of a breakdown. Okay? The dam breaking can bring in blessings instead of, you know, debris. All right. Now, Capricorn, let's look at your fiercely focused spread for this month. And if you haven't been here before, Capricorn, this is just a quick 5-card spread to finish off your reading, getting that theme, as I said, for your month, followed by the action steps that Spirit wants to encourage you to take for your highest good, always and only for your highest good. So, Capricorn, what's the theme? What's the theme for June 2018? Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know for their highest good in June 2018? In June 2018, what's the theme? What do they need to, okay? Be aware of or embody. Beautiful. Chariot. If you take control, you will have victory. That's the Chariot. And I'm sorry, I'm such a geek, Capricorn, but you know, I wouldn't be doing this on the internet if I didn't like love it and hadn't been studying it for like more than 20 years, right? I must love it. The Chariot even has the symbolism of taking control of the unconscious and the conscious. When you work these things together, when you acknowledge yourself and everything in your life as a whole as something that you can use and recognize that there is no traction without friction, that we need the devil because the devil scares us into doing better for ourselves. Use it. As, you know, a director might say to an actor having a hard time, use it. Direct that energy, use it to get what you want, and you will. The Chariot is the card of ultimate victory. You already have the Six of Wands, which is like the little victory, like yay, celebrating and being noticed and attention being paid to you. But the Chariot is like, I fucking did it. Bend her up in here. All right. Now, Cap, let's look at your element, your money, your resources, your work, your job, or your business. Whatever it is that Spirit wants to highlight for Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising in the month of June. All right. You've got something great in the makings, Capricorn. You might feel a little exhausted and maybe even like slightly overwhelmed with like, oh man, what do I do? You step back and make a plan. And you're pretty good at that, okay? Like, but sometimes, Capricorn, you can just want to climb. You know, you're that mountain goat, like, I'm going to climb this mountain. I don't need to map it out. I'll handle it, like, as I go. You know what I mean? I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But it would actually really benefit you to stand back and make a plan for what this victory is. What is it to you in your life that in June would look like, man, I fucking did it. I really made it. Like one goal. What is it? Step back and make a plan. Certain things are really working for you. Certain like actions that you're taking are really producing results, and other ones will not so much. So stepping back to make a plan will save you time, ultimately. Okay? It's not like a waste of time because you're not taking action yet. It's going to save you time in the long run. A stitch in time saves 9. Okay. Now let's look at the mental realm. What's going on in your head? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you sensing? Same card, different deck, really lovely. 6 of Swords, leaving the drama, clearer waters, taking a retreat from things that were not working for you, and moving on to a better place. A calmer, more peaceful, more clear-headed place, okay? For some of you all, they're also telling me you're taking classes. Like maybe you are taking some kind of course, or maybe you're just even doing it in a very casual way, like I'm just looking up videos to learn how to do this. That really benefits you as well, okay? Increasing your knowledge. Wow, okay, Spirit's already ready to choose your next card. I know we didn't even start talking about it, but as you can see, they just like dropped it right into my hand. So, this represents what Spirit wants you to know and take action on regarding your heart, emotions, relationships, whether they're romantic, friends, family. What do you want to highlight in June? Beautiful. You had the Ace of Cups at the end of your reading, and now here is the messenger bringing you that cup. This is somebody in your life who is very sweet and who is making you an offer that I would tell you is very sweet and very open-hearted and real. It's very authentic. It's also very, for some of you, romantic. The Knight of Cups is often a suitor. Somebody, you know, prince or princess on a white horse coming and saying like, how about this? Like a sweet love note or a sweet phone call. A lot of encouragement and love coming from this person. Kind of very different from you. You know what I mean? You're earth and they are water. But those two make a really lovely blend. So this person might actually be like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or have very, very prominent planets in that sign. If they're not like a sun in Scorpio or whatever, they might be like moon in Scorpio or Scorpio rising. But this is a sweetheart, and this is somebody who's kind of like, this is funny, but this is what Spirit just showed me, is like one of those people that hands you like a cup of water when you're like running a race or a marathon. It's kind of like that, like, oh my God, I needed that, but emotionally. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna pick you up for this last part, Cap. Pardon all of my face, I just want to talk to you. Okay, all right. So last one. What is activating you, Capricorn, this month? What is lighting you up, charging you up, lighting a fire underneath you in the month of June 2018, Capricorn? Same card, different deck. Spirit is really hammering it home that, like I said, I know I harped on that Devil and the Tower and the Ten of Swords because I always want to front load the bullshit and be like, let's take care of this so that you can have all the good stuff. And Spirit is like, yes, please don't forget about the good stuff. 6 of Wands. What did I say? That there's a big victory card and there's a little victory card, and now they've shown up for you more than once a piece. You are going to be celebrated. You are going to be appreciated. So if you're staying in any kind of situation because you're afraid that you won't be appreciated or successful elsewhere, I want to tell you that is not the case, Capricorn. Okay? Okay. Good deal. Thank you, as always, for being here, Capricorn. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below or find me on social. All that stuff is in the description. So is the way to get in touch if you want to have a personal, like a one-on-one reading, or if you want to learn tarot, astrology, practical magic. You can join me over on Patreon for like $1 or more, like a month. All your choice. You can see. If you're interested, go peek. It's fun. We're having fun. Okay. Thank you, Capricorn, for being here. I hope you have a fantastic month, and that if I don't see you before then, that I see you in July. Bye, Cap.